Hello and welcome to Our Year with the Ears, our daily vlog where we relive our year living in the Walt Disney World Resorts in 2019. Today is day 204.
Today is moving day and we are very excited to be heading over to the Polynesian from here at Boulder Ridge. And what is so exciting about the Polynesian is that we actually have 4 different rooms in a row at the same resort. Some of them in the hotel side of things, some on the DVC side. Either way, I'm pumped because it means a lot less moving our suitcases around. Yes, we have to change rooms, but we don't have to actually load everything up, get Bell Services to take it, call an Uber, all that stuff. It's just here at the same resort. We can wait for the room to be ready in the lobby and then we can take our stuff to the new room. I'm very excited about that. So we packed everything up here at Boulder Ridge, called Bell Services to take all of our luggage, and we took a couple small carry-ons and got an Uber over to the Polynesian. When we got there, we walked into the lobby and walked up to the front desk because online check-in just doesn't really work that great for us most of the time. And when we got to the desk, we checked into our garden view room. And the cast member said, well, I've got a flag on your reservation here that says if you'd like, we can upgrade you. I was like, okay, upgrade could be good. What are we looking at? So they told us they had a Lagoon View club level room for just $100 a night if we wanted to upgrade, which is a really good price because it's a Lagoon View room and it's got club level access, which means, free food. So I quickly checked my spreadsheet to see if we had that room booked for later in the year. We did not have any Lagoon View rooms booked and we didn't have any Lagoon View club levels. So I was like, well, we were going to do like a Garden View club level later or something like that. So you know what? This is fine. We'll take it because food for the next 3 or 4 days sounds really, really nice. So once she got that all taken care of in the system, we did go over to the Hawaii building, the club level building there at Polynesian. Our room was ready, so we went down the hall. We're on the first floor, which is exciting here because it means we have a patio. The second floor at Polynesian doesn't have any kind of patio or balcony. So we went into the room, took some pictures of all the details, and then did a room tour video that we could post on Facebook. When we first come in here, on the left, we do have a desk with a chair and a couple USB outlets on there. So you've got a few USBs and 3 regular plugs, which is super helpful. And then underneath the desk, there is a pull-out table that you can roll around the room. Awesome to have that if you order private dining to your room. And again, one of those Polynesian-inspired turtles, but this one has something a little extra special on his back. As you can see, there's a little Mickey head hiding right there on the turtle's back. And we've got that entire room tour linked down in the description and up there in the corner.
Now, of course, because we have club level, now that that is finished, we're heading up to the club level lounge. We knew that lunch would probably be the same thing as it was last time we were here. It's not a very heavy lunch that they have. They have a create your own salad. They also have a make your own trail mix. They have chips. They have a couple different kinds of cookies and some little snacks for the kids as well. But Robert's favorite thing here, of course, is the Nespresso machine that he definitely had to have some of because we are planning to work today. So we stayed up here in the lounge because it's nice and cool. We had some lunch. Again, not a heavy lunch, so we know we're gonna be nice and hungry for dinner. After we finished eating, we went back to the room to get some work done. I wanted to work on the patio. I really enjoy working outside. Robert stayed inside because he likes air conditioning and modern technology.
It's July in Florida. I don't want to sit outside, even if it is in the shade, with a computer on my lap. I'd rather sit inside and also drink my Nespresso coffee.
Yeah. While I was working and getting some writing done for some of our clients, these 2 ducks walked by and I thought it was really funny. They just looked like they were just having an afternoon stroll. So I videoed them walking by and just kind of talked to them for a minute. And about 5 minutes later, I'm typing away and they came back the other direction. I was like, apparently they didn't find whatever they were looking for, just kept going. And I kid you not, 5 minutes later, they showed up walking the other direction again. I was like, I don't know where you 2 are going, but you are clearly lost. It was just one of those really funny things that I happened to get video of, which was hilarious. I worked for about another hour before it started raining outside, which was really unexpected considering I could see blue skies, but it was raining, which means I do have to go inside. I don't want to get my laptop wet, of course. So I opened the door and Robert's like, why are you here? I'm like, it's raining out, would you believe it? And again, you look outside, you see blue skies, but there was rain. And in pure Florida fashion, 30 minutes later, it was not raining anymore. Still blue skies, which never changed, but it's not raining anymore. And I was really happy about this because there's an activity I'm really hoping we can do, but if it's raining, I know we can't do it. Thankfully, the rain stopped, so about 30 minutes later, we headed towards the lobby to meet where they're doing a scavenger hunt, but this one's a little different. Most scavenger hunts, you can go up front, get the paper or whatever they have, and then you just do it on your own. But this one is once a week at a scheduled time, so we were really hoping we'd get to do it. Thankfully the rain stopped, which means we do.
Another thing that was different about the scavenger hunt was typically everyone who completes the scavenger hunt wins.
Yeah.
This one was not. This one was at a set time because it was timed, and the fastest one to finish their scavenger hunt would get the prize. Now they had a couple different prizes, so you had like first place, second place, etc. But you wanted to be the first one, so you had your pick of the prizes.
Once several families were there, they explained the rules, and the rules are there are 5 clues, and this is a picture scavenger hunt. You have to take a picture to prove you did go to where the clue is. You have to find the location at the resort. Everything is here at the Polynesian, and this was actually really cool because you kind of get to explore the resort while you're doing it. You're just doing it really fast because you want to be the winner. But it's not just the 5 clues. There are 4 different papers with 5 clues, but you can't get the next paper until you finish the first 5. And all of us just kind of looked at each other like, what have we gotten ourselves into?
I mean, I'm all for scavenger hunts, but 20 is a lot of anything to find, especially when you're racing other people. But we're up for the challenge. We're going to give it a shot. In fact, we're going to make sure we have a little bit of extra fun with this because we have to take pictures anyway, so we may as well have some fun with them.
And we're a little crazy anyway, so this was perfect for us. They gave us each the little paper for the first round and said, don't look at it till we say go. They handed them all out. And then they said go, and we turned it over to see where we're heading. Our first stop was the beach because we needed a picture with Cinderella Castle. So we headed over there because we want to make sure we do as many pictures in the same location as we can. So I took a picture pretending Cinderella Castle was really tiny, and one of the other clues was to build a sandcastle. So while we're here, we're trying to save time. So we built ourselves a little sandcastle, and because we are who we are, we had to put a hidden Mickey on it because that just makes sense for us. We then went to the campfire pit, which is right near the sand here, and Robert posed on that, which was amazing. And the next clue said underneath the waterfall at the pool. So we headed over there. It didn't say what to take a picture with, it just said to take a picture underneath of it. So we took a pretty one, and then we took this one. And lastly, it said to wear a life jacket. The problem is we are doing this without children. Most of the people have kids that are doing this scavenger hunt. We do not have children, so I put it on backwards, naturally, and had to take a photo like that. Like we said, we are gonna have so much fun with this, and we may not win, but we're gonna have a great time doing it. We've now finished all 5 of the first set of clues, so we made our way quickly up towards the lobby to get the next set.
Thankfully, they did group together things that were close to each other, so the first card was pretty easy, and I looked at the second card, and all those things were kind of close together too, so that's going to work out. The first clue on this card was a picture of the kukui nut tree, which we know where that is because we made kukui nut lays back in January, and they told us about the tree, which is right there outside the lobby. So we snapped a quick picture with that before heading into the lobby, because now we have to get a picture with our entire party wearing lays. Alyssa's been wearing hers, but I did not bring mine from the room, so I'm just going to get another one from the front desk.
While he was waiting for his, I saw a guy in a Hawaiian shirt, a cast member, so I asked if I could take a picture with him because that was one of the clues we needed on the card.
And when I came back, I had my lays, so we took a quick picture together with the lays, and then we had to go over towards the DVC side of the resort because we had to take a picture of the grilling area where they have the grills outside for DVC members to use. And then the last item on our list was not a photo. This one was a video. We had to do a video of us naming all of the different longhouses here at the Polynesian, and we decided to include a few of the other buildings here as well.
Bora Bora Bungalows,
Moorea,
Pago Pago,
Tokelau,
Hawaii,
Samoa,
Niue,
Rarotonga,
Great Ceremonial House,
Tonga,
Fiji,
Aotearoa,
Tuvalu,
Luau Cove.
and Lila's Playhouse.
So that was the end of that card. We hurried back up to the front of the resort to swap it out for card number 3.
And this time we're gonna head towards the other side of the Polynesian, so not the DVC side, more the cash side. The first thing we're gonna do is take a picture with the Dole Whip sign because we're right here towards the front. So Robert took that picture. Next, we went and we were supposed to do a shaka sign with a cast member, so I stopped there and Captain Cooks and asked the cast member if she would pose with me. We continued down the sidewalk towards the Grand Floridian, which is eventually where we're going to be, and on the way I took a picture with a hibiscus flower because that is one of the things we have to do.
And there was no lobiscus to be found anywhere. I looked and looked all along the ground and no, just the hibiscus.
That's unfortunate. Next, Robert posed for the next picture with the big kahuna tiki head, but he didn't want just one photo, he wanted several, and I was cracking up taking these pictures because I didn't know what he was going to do when these started, and once he started doing this, I was laughing hysterically. After this, we did keep going because we do have to take a picture where the Polynesian and Grand Floridian meet, so I decided to take a picture, kind of like when you're standing on the state border in the middle of the road and it says this side is this state and this one's the other. Well, I did that with the Polynesian and Grand Floridian, and then we raced back to the front for the final card number 4, to finish out the scavenger hunt.
And as I looked over the things on this final card, one of the items was a picture of any Stitch anywhere. And Alyssa happened to be wearing a skirt that had Stitch on it. So I took a quick picture of that standing right there. And then we headed into the lobby because all of these items are inside for the most part, which is really nice because it's been kind of hot outside in July running around doing the scavenger hunt. We went into the boutique shop there because there are hidden Mickeys in there. There's at least 3, and we had to find one of them and take a picture. So Alyssa posed with that one on the back of the big tiki there. And then we had to go and find the main hidden Mickey in the lobby of the Polynesian, which we stumbled across last time we were staying here, right there in the floor as you first come into the building. So we took a picture of that. And the next thing on the list was any color monorail. So we headed upstairs and found whatever monorail pulled up to the station, snapped a quick picture of that, and then headed back inside to grab the final item we needed to take a picture of, and that was any park map. So I got a map, took a quick picture there, and we headed back out to the table to turn in our completed scavenger hunt. On the way back out, we saw a surfboard that had Stitch at the bottom. So just in case Alyssa's skirt doesn't count, we took a picture of the surfboard too, and then ran out there to see if we could possibly come in first for the scavenger hunt.
We made it out there, very hot, oh my goodness, and we're really tired because we've been running from place to place. And it turns out we were first place. We were the first ones out there. Another family came just a minute later, so they were right behind us, and they did a really great job, especially because they have kids with them. And so we were told the prize was a 30-minute ride on a sea racer. And because we've already won this, we said we don't need a prize. We really appreciate it, but we had a ton of fun today. But please give this to the other family because we already have one of these. And so the cast member said, well, I really appreciate it. I'd still like to give you something as a prize. So if you can stay here until we give out the other prizes, which they had some little things like s'mores kits, she said she would get us something special that she thought we'd really like. So we waited until everyone came and checked in for the final card that they had to see who won. And then she left and came back a few minutes later and gave us this amazing, adorable glass tiki mug that looked really cool, but then she told us why this was a really special prize.
So the back of it says Trader Sam's, and you would expect it to say something like Grog Grotto or maybe Tiki Terrace, but instead it says Tambu Lounge. But there is no such place as Trader Sam's Tambu Lounge, and they've never had these cups up at Tambu Lounge, nor do they plan to offer them up there. So it was, some kind of typo that somebody messed up somewhere. And so they had these and they used them for special prizes whenever someone didn't want the Sea Racer or whatever the prize may be.
So of course that was even more special for us because now we have something really unique that you literally can't buy anywhere. So that ended up being a really awesome prize, and we were really grateful that we turned down the prize for winning this scavenger hunt. Now it is really hot outside. We have been running around, and now it's time for dinner. We're very hungry. We didn't have a very heavy lunch. So we headed back to the Hawaii building and went straight to the second floor so we could get some food because we're very hungry now. When we got there, of course, they have the normal things like breads and cheeses and raw veggies, but I was really excited to see that they have the lamb back that I liked so much last time we were here. And they had some shrimp and grits, which I love shrimp as well. So this was a really nice reward after everything we've done today to come back and see some really good food for dinner.
And I was completely exhausted from the scavenger hunt and starving. So basically I just loaded up as many of those little plates I could carry and then walked over to a table and collapsed in the chair. I was like, yep, I'm not getting up again. I'm just going to stay here the entire time until it's time for dessert and I can get up then. After about an hour or so, they did bring out the desserts, so I did get up and go get some. They have several different tarts out tonight. They've got a key lime tart that was really good, as well as a mocha tart. I think I like the mocha just a little bit better this time. They had a passion fruit panna cotta that I wasn't a big fan of, and of course they had some Rice Krispie treats that Alyssa couldn't eat because sprinkles. Thankfully, they do still have the drawers of cookies though, so Alyssa can at least have those. And I did get myself a coffee to have with my desserts, but we didn't eat our desserts there in the lounge. We actually took them back down to our room because we wanted to watch and see if we could see Happily Ever After from our patio. We do have a lagoon view room, so there's bungalows and the lagoon right in front of us, but I can kind of see the peak of Cinderella Castle in between the different bungalows, so I have a feeling we're going to be able to see fireworks too.
And once we were sitting out there and the music started, we found out we were actually near a speaker, which means we can hear the music really well. And then the fireworks began and we could clearly see all of them, which was really fun. We had an amazing view from our room here. So glad that we have the first floor so we can sit out here, enjoy our desserts, he can enjoy his coffee, and we can watch Happily Ever After and enjoy the music. This has been such an amazing day. We've had so many awesome things happen and we've done a lot today. But we wanted to go for a walk because it has cooled off and it's a beautiful evening. And we didn't realize that there's a workout center at Polynesian. It's actually shared with the Grand Floridian, so we've never gone over there. So we're like, we're gonna go check out the workout center. We're not gonna work out. We've been running around all day today. We're just gonna go see what it looks like and what they have to offer so we know when we go tomorrow.
And if we're lucky, they'll have a sauna like the one at Wilderness
We're
Lodge
hoping.
has. So if you want to go to the workout center, you actually have to take that pathway between the Polynesian and the Grand Floridian, go past the wedding pavilion, and it's in the building for the spa over at Grand Floridian. When we got in there, I quickly found they did not have a sauna available. And they also have a very small fitness center, especially when you consider it shared between two resorts. There's not a lot of space in here. There's only a few different machines of each type, and they don't have locker rooms here with showers. They just have one single small bathroom in the fitness center. So I thought that was really strange that this huge resort next to another huge resort has a very tiny fitness center without all the amenities of like Wilderness Lodge or even Contemporary.
So there could be times where you can't work out because there's only a few locations. And like you said, Grand Floridian is a huge resort in and of itself. Polynesian is a huge resort in and of itself. And these two huge deluxe resorts share this very tiny workout center. And that does not make any sense to us whatsoever. But if you're staying there, at least now you know ahead of time. So we just walked back to our room. We're like, well, we're not going to go work out there tonight.
I mean, we kind of got our workout going over to the fitness center, though, because it's a long walk over there. So you get your pre-workout and your post-workout as you take the pathway back and forth between the resorts. When we got back to the room, we got ready for bed, and that was the end of our day today. So we'll see you tomorrow
for our Year with the Ears.